The Apology is Plato's account of the trial of Socrates, which was held in 399 BC. Socrates was placed on trial for allegedly corrupting the youth and for not believing in the deities of the city. He was convicted and allowed himself to be condemned to death rather than grovel before the judges for a less severe sentence. His resolve to die for the sake of truth has inspired innumerable people throughout history. Socrates demonstrates the divine nature that humanity can attain when it searches for wisdom and when it strives to improve the soul. According to Plato, humans are capable of transforming into divine beings after death, but only if they pursue virtue during their earthly life. They ought not to value riches and other personal interests, but ought only to regard the virtue and excellence of the soul. Perhaps the most profound question the Apology poses to the reader is the following. Who knows about human and political virtue that can teach us how to improve and perfect our souls? Although Plato does not provide a definitive answer, Socrates does state that the greatest good of man is daily to converse about virtue. Through this systematic practice, one can improve and perfect his soul, despite the possibility that acquiring actual wisdom and truth is impossible in this life. The great books of the Western world provide fantastic discussions about virtue. Modern man, by virtue of the Internet, has access to the greatest thinkers of the world. One would indeed be foolish if he did not read and examine these discourses on virtue, and contemplate the things that constitute a good life. I will end this post as Socrates ends the Apology by commenting upon death. To fear death is a pretense of wisdom because it is the appearance of knowing the unknown. Men fear death as the greatest of evils when death might be the greatest of goods. Socrates is optimistic about the fate of the soul after death. Either death is absolute nothingness, utter unconsciousness, or there is a change and migration of the soul from this world to another. If the first case is true, then death is a great good, similar to a peaceful slumber undisturbed by dreams. If the second case is true, then death is a great good because we will be able to converse with and question the great men of the past. We will be able to seek knowledge and truth unhindered by the burdens of the body. We will be delivered from the professors of justice in this world into the hands of the true judges. In the immortal words of Socrates, the hour of departure has arrived, and we go our separate ways, I to die and you to live. Which is better, only God knows.